I've been hearing this sentence since the first day I started to do electronic music. If you want people to remember you, you have to pick one genre. And honestly, I've always struggled with that because my sets and my sound never fit into one clear box. Some nights it's ambient and slow, other nights it's techno and breakbeats or modular jungle, and I even have a rap project. So lately I've been thinking a lot about this question. Does being multi-genre actually hurt your artist brand? Or can it be part of what makes you you? I used to feel uncomfortable for not fitting in, as if every time I played something different, tried a new genre out DJing, I was starting from zero again. But over time, I started noticing something. There are artists who never stayed in one genre lane either. So, like Four Tet, Arca, Aphex Twin, or Björk, they all build worlds that feel coherent even though their sound constantly evolves. So maybe the question isn't which genre you choose, but what stays consistent underneath everything you make. There's a real tension here because the music world still rewards clarity. It's easier to market, to categorize, to find playlists. But clarity and creativity don't always want the same thing. When tried to pick one lane, I started to lose my curiosity. My sets sounded tidy, but they didn't feel really alive anymore. At the same time, jumping wildly between sounds without a thread can really confuse people. So I began to wonder what actually makes something coherent, if not genre. I started noticing patterns, not in BPM or structure, but more in sound quality and emotion. That feeling that runs through your music even when the style changes. Like Fred again can move between pop and UK club, but it always feels emotional, human, and warm. Arca can go from reggaeton to abstract noise, and it's still unmistakably Arca. That made me realize maybe people don't follow us for a specific sound. They follow us for our energy. That energy, like this kind of emotional fingerprint, is what I started calling the core frequency. It's not something I fully defined yet, it's more like a thread I keep trying to notice in my own work. I don't have a finished formula for this, but here's what's been helping me lately. Think of these less as steps and more as questions you can ask yourself. What emotion keeps coming back? Every track I love making, whether it's fast or slow, has a similar energy. Something raw, but not too dark, and like tension that never fully resolves. That's what I'm chasing even when I switch genres. So, what emotion keeps resurfacing in your work? Melancholy, chaos, stillness, curiosity? That's probably your anchor. What sounds or textures feel like home? When I listen back to old recordings, there are always small sonic details that repeat. In the beginning, I was really inspired from like acid techno, and you can hear that even in my rap tunes. So there's always some influence you carry with you. Those little fingerprints make a track feel like mine, even when the structure is completely different. It could be a way how you use reverb or little glitches you always use from your modular, whatever. Write down 2 or 3 things like that, and they might be the start of your personal sound language. Does your visual world reflect your sonic world? This one took me a while to see. Sometimes our music communicates one thing, but our visuals or socials communicate something totally different. Think of artists like Kelly Lee Owens or Floating Points. Their visuals extend the mood of their sound. You don't need a perfect aesthetic, but it helps when what people see feels like the same universe as what they hear. Focus on continuity, not consistency. I used to pressure myself to stay consistent, but consistency can start to feel like a cage. Now I try to think more about continuity. It's the same emotional thread, told in new ways. So every project is a new chapter, not a complete restart. That mindset gave me a permission to keep evolving without feeling like I'm abandoning who I am. I also don't fully understand my brand yet, or artistic brand, and maybe I also never will, and that's okay. Because branding in the creative sense isn't always a final identity, and it's an ongoing conversation between your curiosity and your audience. As long as you keep that conversation honest, you don't need a box. You just need a direction. Should you stick to one genre? If that helps you to focus, for sure. But if it starts to suffocate your creativity, maybe that box was never yours to begin with. What matters most is recognizing kind of your main vibe, your core frequency, and the emotional and aesthetic energy that connects everything you make. It's not about being consistent, it's about being true. I'm still figuring mine out, but the more I pay attention to it, the freer I feel to make whatever I want. If this video resonates with you, tell me in the comments what emotion or sound you think defines your core frequency. I'd love to hear how other artists navigate this.